The question is given, evaluate integral 0 to 2 pi sine square theta divided by a plus b cos theta d theta a is greater than b is greater than 0 using contour integration. So here also we are applying contour integration here. So first we are taken, this is also under unit circle problem only. The first we are taken the whole integral as I. Okay, so then we know that trigonometric identities, we can able to replace that sine square theta as 1 minus cos 2 theta by 2, because you know that 2 sine square theta equal to 1 minus 2 cos theta. So the 2 will be divided here. So we got, instead of sine square theta, we are replacing 1 minus cos 2 theta divided by 2a plus 2b cos theta. Okay. So then we can able to write that cos 2 theta as real part of e power 2I theta. So whatever it is given in the numerator, so first we'll convert that numerator in terms of exponential. Okay. So in the denominator you keep whatever it is given, you keep like this. But in the numerator, you will convert cos 2 theta, convert in terms of e exponential term. Then only we can able to solve the problem easily. Otherwise, it is very complicated. Because of that reason only, we are taken the numerator sine square theta equal to 1 minus cos 2 theta divided by 2. So instead of sine square theta, we are replacing that 1 minus cos 2 theta by 2. Then we are multiplying the 2 with this a plus b cos theta. So we got this answer. So whatever it should be in the denominator, we convert this trigonometric function in terms of exponential. Then only the problem will be easier. Otherwise, it is very complicated. Okay. So then I will move on to this cos 2 theta. So we know that Euler's rule, cos 2 theta can be written as real part of e power I 2I theta, because e power 2I theta is cos 2 theta plus I sin 2 theta. We know this. Okay, real part of this function is cos 2 theta. So that's why we are taken cos 2 theta equal to real part of e power I 2I theta. So we can able to write cos 2 theta or real part of 2I theta. Both are same meaning. So both are equal. So because of that reason only, we are taken here cos 2 theta as real part of 1 minus e power 2I theta divided by 2a plus 2b cos theta d theta. So we have to change only in the numerator. No need to change the denominator. So first we are converting this numerator trigonometric terms into the exponential term. Okay. So then we'll move on to the procedure like the last problem. So what are all the assumptions we are taken in the first problems? In the same way we are taken here also. So here we are assuming z as e power I theta. So what is our main aim? We are converting this trigonometrical function in terms of complex term. Then we are doing the integration with the help of residue theorem. The same only here we are doing. So for that only we are assuming that trigonometric term, that is exponential term, e power I theta as z. That is, we are trying to convert this term in terms of complex number z. So already we know that z equal to e power I theta. We know that. Okay. So then we know that this d theta, that is, we have to convert every term in terms of theta into z. So now we are converting the e power I theta as z. Automatically we know that we are differentiating with respect to theta on both sides. So we got here dz by d theta equal to I e power I theta. So that can be written as dz equal to I e power I theta d theta. So we know that e power I theta is z. That's why we got here dz divided by iz. That is d theta equal to dz by iz d theta. So then we know the assumption cos theta. So already we explained that in the previous slide itself. Please refer that slide. Okay. So after completing this class, so I already explained this. Cos theta can be written as e power I theta plus e power minus I theta divided by 2, not z. So divide by 2. So based on that, we got z plus 1 by z divided by 2. Then you will take LCM. So I got here z square. So if you are taken LCM means we got z square plus 1 divided by 2z we got. Z square but here they gave this thing. Maybe they made a mistake. Okay. So here we know the replacement cos theta as e power I theta plus e power minus I theta by 2 only. No. So instead of e power I theta will replace z, e power minus I theta will replace 1 by z. So if you have taken LCM, we got z square plus 1 divided by 2z will get it. So here we got the answer 2z mark, not z. Okay. So based on that you will complete, not a matter in the constant term. Okay. So then we'll take this. Finally, we have the question 1 minus e power 2 I theta. So already we assumed e power I theta as z. So now we will replace e power I theta as z means we have here 2 I theta. That means z square. So that numerator become we have 1 minus z square divided by 2a plus 2b into z square plus 1 divided by 2z we got it. 2b into z square plus 1 divided by 2z we got it. So then this 2 and here we have 1 2 no, that 2 will be cancelled. After that only we got this statement. Okay, this 2 and here in the denominator we have 1 2. This 2 and this 2 will be cancelled. So then we got b into z square plus 1 by z we got it. So then we know that d theta replacement is dz by iz. So we got like this. So this numerator equal to I theta can be written as z square. Then 2a plus 2b into z square plus 1 divided by 2z. This 2 and this 2 will be cancelled. Then d theta can be written as dz by iz. Okay. So then simplify this. If you are taken simplification, we got here 2a z. So we'll take LCM for this. So we got here 2a z plus b z square plus b divided by z we have. Okay. So divide by z and this is z. This divide by z can be goes this side. So this is z and this is z will be cancelled. So remaining we have 1 minus z square divided by bz square plus 2a z plus b into dz. Dz, this z and this z cancel. No. Remaining we have 1 by I. So we'll take it out 1 by I. So this is our problem now. This is your f of z dz. So we are converting the trigonometric term, whatever it is given, we are converting in terms of z. So you know the limit also. Limit also converting in terms of c such that modulus z equal to 1. Unit circle only, no. We are converting like this. So we are converting in terms of unit circle. So here you will replace c such that modulus z equal to 1 like the last problem. So so you will take f of z equal to 1 minus z square divided by bz square plus 2a z plus b we got it. So then you'll solve the equation z equal to by using the quadratic formula minus b plus or minus square root of b square minus 4ac divided by 2a. By using that formula we can able to solve this equation. So if you are applying, this is a is b, b is 2a, C is B. So minus B means minus 2A plus or minus square root of, here B square means, we are taken B square means 4A square minus 4 into A is B, C is also B. So 4 into B square divided by 2A. So 2B we got it. So then we are taken commonly 4 from this, we'll get 2. So here you have 2, here you have 2, here you have 2. Commonly take out 2 from this, then cancel this. Then we have minus A plus or minus square root of A square minus B square divided by B, we got it. So now we are taken this value on the whole means, so it may be confused because you are having the lengthiest term a b and minus a plus or minus root of a square minus b square. Like the last problem, we have only numerical term. So we are taken whatever it is given, we are taken like this. So here we have the alphabetical. Here we have the alphabetical term minus a plus or minus square root of a square minus b square by b. So if you are taken means it may be confused. So because of that reason only, Sam taken that plus term as alpha, then minus term as beta. Okay, my alpha minus a plus square root of a square minus b as alpha, minus a minus square root of minus a square minus b as beta. So in the given problem, itself given since a is greater than b. So therefore the given problem, a value is greater than b, that b value is greater than 0. So we are using the same hint here. Since a is greater than since A is greater than B. So then we got two poles, right? So this is in your denominator. So we got two poles. So based on that, we have to write. So we are taken this value plus value as alpha minus value as beta. So we can able to write that residue because both the poles are simple only because the power is pure one only. So we can able to write this value as B into z minus alpha into z minus beta, and then um, numerator we have 1 minus z square. 1 minus z square we have. So if you are having simple pole means, what is the formula for finding residue? Residue f of z at z equal to a equal to limit z tends to a. It will take here a itself, not alpha. Limit z tends to a. The general formula you will write, then we'll move on to that particular case. Limit z tends to a, z minus a, f of z. So we have to find whether the pole lies inside or outside. So we have to find. After that only we can able to find this residue. So we'll replace this value in modulus z equal to 1. You will replace the value modulus z equal to 1. So if you are replacing means, because here since a is greater than b, so if you are replacing this value, if you are modulus z, this is your modulus z. If instead of that, you will replace this value. That value is less than 0. So here, because why we are taken this value as less than 0 means, because here we have a square minus b square. So here since a is greater than b, that means a square minus b square. That time also we got here positive value only. So here we have minus a. That means that positive term become here. Whatever the value here, we are taken that minus value. Here we have some term. So if you are subtracting means, we'll get some negative value only. So negative value divided by b means surely it is less than 1 only. So if you have a doubt, here you will replace instead of ab. Instead of ab, you will replace a as 5. So because a should be greater than b, then b should be greater than 0. That is the given hint. So based on that, I am assuming because you don't know about this value, right? So for proving this, for proof, for proving this, a value is I'm taken here A value is 5, B value is 3. I'm taken like this. Now you'll replace. Instead of alpha, you'll replace A value as 5. So minus 5 plus root of 5 square is 25. 25 minus 3 square is 9. So 25 minus 9 is 16. So 16, square root of 16 is 4. So minus 5 plus 4, that is minus 1, divided by B is 3. So minus 1 by 3. So we got here negative value. So whatever, if you want, you will check whatever the value. Okay, if you are checking means, so you will get the negative value only here. But in this case, you will replace the same value. We are taken A as 5, B as 3. No, the same value will take here also. A as 5. Then B. We are taken B means we got A. Well, here also will get 4. Minus 5 minus 4 is minus 9. Minus 9 by 3. That is minus 3. If you are taken modulus minus 3 means plus 3. So plus 3 is greater than 1. That's why that beta value lies outside the circle. That alpha value lies inside the circle. Please, you have a doubt in this step, please ask. First, we have to clarify the step. Then only we can able to proceed the next step. So you have a doubt, please ask, ma. So you have a doubt, ask. Otherwise, I'll move on to the next step. Can you able to understand? So based on your response only, I will move on to the next session. Otherwise, it is not possible. So you have a doubt, please ask. Okay, I will proceed the next step. Okay, so based on this poles, that one pole lies inside, then another pole in outside the circle, lies outside the circle. So we can able to find the residue only for this alpha only, because it lies inside the circle. This because we couldn't find the residue for this beta because this lies outside the circle. So that's why we'll move on to the pole only for this. So we have to find the pole value for this. So if it is a simple pole, we are using the formula residue f of z at z equal to a, limit z tends to a, z minus a, f of z. That is your formula. So here the alpha is, here a is alpha. So that's why we are taken that instead of a, we are taken here alpha. So z minus alpha, f of z. So we will write that problem as f of z. We know that. What is your f of z? This is your f of z. So this f of z can be written as 1 minus z square b into z minus alpha into z minus beta. So we are taken that value itself. So alpha is this value, beta is this value. Don't confuse. This is not a new value. We obtained from this denominator only. There is no change. Okay. So then we'll cancel this z minus alpha and z minus alpha. So then we have 1 minus z square beta b into, then we are replacing z as alpha here, alpha minus beta. Okay. So then after that you will replace alpha value, you know that. What is your alpha value? Minus a plus square root of a square minus b square the whole square. Then you will replace the value here, alpha and beta. So we'll replace all the value in this step, alpha and beta original value. Then you will cancel all these things. Then we'll get this value. Therefore, the sum of the residue is a minus square root of a square minus b square. Okay. So after getting this residue, then we can able to find this integration. So that is our main aim. Okay. Instead of finding the trigonometrical form integration, we are converting in terms of complex number. Then only we are doing the integration. So we are doing the integration f of z is 2 pi I into sum of the residue or. So here we are having 2 pi I into a minus square root of a square minus b square divided by b square. We got it. That's it. So, but in the given limit, we'll move on to the given problem. What is given? Real part 1 by I integral 0 to 2 pi f of z dz only. So we got this value now. This is not 0 to 2 pi ma. See such that modulus is equal to 1. They made a mistake here. So then you will replace this value for this. So then this I and here you have one I. So it will be cancelled. So now you have only the real term only in this part. We don't have imaginary part. So that's why we'll remove the real part because here we have only the real part. So in the next step we'll write only this step. 2 pi by b square because all are real only. So we are taken on the whole. That's it. So if you have a doubt, please ask. So I will give assignment today based on this topic. 2 more problems based on this. So you will try because this is very important topic. So the same way we will do type 2 and type 3. So if you have a doubt, please ask. Otherwise, I will quit the class. Tomorrow I will continue type 2. Because this is very important, ma. So if you have a doubt, please ask. If you have a doubt, please ask. So first you will do the first 2 problems. Whatever it is given, whatever I explained, first you will do these 2 problems. Then you will try the assignment problem. Then only you can able to do the problem. So one problem based on the first type, then second problem based on the second type. I will give like this. Because this is a general format. If you know this means you can able to calculate all the problems. This is a general problem because A and B values are not given. So we have to find, we have to fix this value based on this hint. Because based on that only we can able to find that whether it lies inside or outside the circle. So if you have a doubt, please ask. Otherwise, I'll quit the session. Tomorrow I will continue in the same time. Okay, I will explain as a summary. Someone asked, so what a first we are converting this trigonometrical term into the complex number. That is our aim. So if you are converting in terms of complex, then only we can able to apply Cauchy residue theorem. So because of that reason only, we are converting this trigonometrical term in terms of complex number. So, but in the numerator, you have trigonometric term. So here we'll apply this trigonometric identity. So if you are applying means we'll get this term e power 2i theta divided by 2a plus 2b cos theta. Then with the help of the assumption, this is the conversion from the trigonometrical part to the complex number. So if you are making this assumption in the given problem, then the given problem it is reduced in terms of z, that is your complex number. So if you got the complex number means then we can able to use the residue theorem. So before that we have to find the poles for this. So first find the poles based on the denominator with the help of quadratic formula. So we got 2 poles. It is very lengthy. So that's why we are taken that assumption alpha and beta. Then we have to verify whether it lies inside or outside the circle. So for that we are giving numerical value for A and B. Then only we can able to find it. So after that, one point it lies inside the circle, another point lies outside the circle. Then we'll apply the residue formula for simple pole. Limit s tends to a, z minus a, f of z. So if we are applying means we got residue value. Then we are applying this residue value in the residue theorem. What is that? Integral over c f of z dz pi I into summation residue. So we got this value. So we are replacing that value here. So then we got that value, but given problem I is real part of 1 by I only. So now we got this value. Then we'll replace that value. This I and this I will be cancelled. So we got only the real part in this problem. We are taken that value itself. That's it.
Why is Z taken as alpha?
What? So
Why
because
is Z taken as alpha?
wait. If you are taken that, if you are taken the whole term as it is means it is very lengthy. No, the problem. For the simplicity only, we are taken that alpha. Otherwise, it is not a matter. If you
No,
want,
like 1 minus z square becomes 1 minus alpha square.
no, 1 minus alpha square.
That's coming from 1 minus z square, right?
Yeah. Here we have to replace z by alpha only. No, this z minus alpha, this is z minus alpha will be cancelled. So after that, you will replace z by alpha here. So we'll get 1 minus alpha square divided by b into alpha minus beta. We got it.
Okay.
So for the simplicity only, we are taken that alpha and beta value. Otherwise, you have to write these two values. It's very lengthy, no?
Yeah, okay.
Because of that reason only. Otherwise, it is not a problem. If you want, you will write that itself. That is your wish only. Okay. If you have a doubt, please ask. Otherwise, I'll quit the session because for me, 1 o'clock, one more class. If you have a doubt, please ask. Otherwise, I'll quit the session. Okay, Ma, I'll quit the session.
இந்த மாதிரி ஒரே விஷயத்தில் தலையிடாத சித்தி நமக்கு சரி